Oh boy, it's time for topic number three. And boy, do your boy have a lot to say about this. Okay, Kenny Pickett calls for Steelers teammates to study more. He's already calling out study habits. Is Kenny Pickett's comments a bad look on his part or the Steelers' part? And I do want to start this one off. I do. Because those who know me knows I have had a lot to say about the Steelers over the years and primarily this year. Because I've made some interesting, a lot of people would say controversial comments about Mike Tomlin being an overrated coach, and I still had to make myself clear as day. I understand we live in that society where you kind of have to break things down. You can't just say a take and not explain it. You have to break it down. And even when you do break it down, sometimes people still just hear the statement and just everything else is just bleep. I don't hear nothing. I'm going to try this again. Okay. Mike Tomlin may have been a top 5 coach at one point in his stint coaching the Steelers, right? In 1999, right? Just like I show in 1999. I'm going to call it 1999 yesterday. But today, in modern day football, when the game has changed, he's not a top 5 nor top 10 coach in this league today. When you go and you look at the Steelers who came out, not only Kenny Pickett, but a lot of people has come out and spoken. And I got all this right here. Najee Harris, yesterday as well. Steelers team lacks discipline and accountability. So who's that a shot at? That's a shot at coaching. Okay. And who's the head coach? Mike Tomlin, Chase Claypool. A couple of weeks ago, we have no identity. That's another shot at coaching. Kenny Pickett, study habits. Juju McSchuster, a couple of weeks ago. I learned way more with the Chiefs in a few months compared to the last 5 years I had in Pittsburgh. Another shot at coaching. Okay, so like I said before, the way how Mike Tomlin has handled this quarterback situation has been a comical joke. Okay, first of all, you waited till the hardest part of the Steelers schedule to throw out Kenny Pickett out there to the Wolves. Okay, to humanize his confidence. So you call that great coaching? Look, I saw Bill Belichick have to deal with life without Tom Brady. And yeah, it hasn't been easy. And anytime you lose a GOAT, it's never going to be easy. But they made the playoffs last year with Mac Jones at quarterback, right? But they were like 7-9 with Cam Newton. Like they had decent seasons, right? This year, they still in it a little bit. Actually, they've been playing well with Bailey Zappi. Okay, so you mean to tell me Mike Tomlin, okay, you're this top 5 coach still? Like, no, this is horrible. Anytime your plays is coming at your team, this is a bad look on the team. I don't even know if Kenny Pickett is good, to be real with you. I never was high on that pick. He doesn't have the physical attributes that make me say, wow. He doesn't. It makes me say, how? They drafted him with that pick. That's what it makes me say. But at the end of the day, it all falls back to the Steelers because let's be real here. For those who need a history check, Mike Tomlin has inherited a good team when he took the team. They already won a Super Bowl with Big Ben. All right. They was already well coached. They already had good ownership. He inherited a good team. Now that some of those pieces of inheritance is leaving, Ben Roethlisberger retired, right? Some of these guys leaving. Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell within the regime that was drafted. They draft well. I give them that. They always drafted well. And talent can only get you but so far. Clear. The Steelers is a prime example of that. 2015 to 2017 was a championship window. I'm sorry to break it to y'all, but it is closed. And it's not going to be open anytime soon. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Oof. I guess I'll jump in. Clearly, I'm a big fan of Mike Tomlin. But this is a bad look. This is a horrible look. And I can't debate nothing that you just said. When you got former players and current players, it's questioning the intelligence, the discipline, and the lack of studying. It's a horrible look. Okay. You know what? Is he a top 5 coach right now? No. To me, he could be on the verge of getting fired. You know what I mean? And when you're on the verge of getting fired, clearly you just can't be a top 5 coach at the time, right now, today, right? He can't be, right? His record don't say so. None of that stuff say so. We know he got a resume. He did inherit a good team, but we got to be fair. Although he inherited a good team, it still take a lot to win a Super Bowl. He did go to 2 Super Bowls. He won 1, lost 1. Bill Cowher, who was his predecessor, he did lose 1 Super Bowl and won 1 Super Bowl. So let's to be fair. Let's to keep it in content, right? Bill Cowher was a great coach. won one Super Bowl, lost one Super Bowl, and he has some great Pittsburgh teams that did underachieve as well. So we give him his Hall of Fame great status. I just want to make sure we do the same thing to Mike Tomlin. To me, he's supposed to go in the Hall of Fame. I do not want to ride this narrative of him being a bad coach and a horrible coach, and this narrative ride his way outside of the Hall of Fame. That would be not justice right there, and that's the type of stuff I don't want to have. I don't want to be pushing Mike Tomlin outside of the Hall of Fame when he put up Hall of Fame numbers. Right now, horrible look. Looks horrible. And listen, the young quarterback, if he's talking, it's really bothering him. He's young. This dude is a young quarterback, rookie. If he's talking, it ain't like a veteran talking, because that one makes more sense to me. It's a rookie. You can be back on the bench tomorrow. It's bothering him. That means he noticed this from day one. This ain't something he's noticing right now. He's been noticing it. It's been poking at him for weeks, and it finally just came out. So I'm with you on that. Mike Tomlin needs to really tighten that thing up. Maybe he'll get fired. Maybe he'll get another coaching job and figure he needs to do some things different and modernize his system. That could be fair. But at the end of the day, it's a bad look. Horrible look.
I mean, you're a rookie. You have to have some balls to come out and say that. I mean, you can't even get Kyler Murray to study. Right. All right? Like, come on. And you calling out study habits? Kyler Murray been in this league for how long? And he don't even study.
Like, when a rookie quarterback said something about studying, that's a bad look, bro. I can't defend him. He is so hard to defend right now. So everything that you just said, it's hard for me to defend it. I can't be like, it's nothing I can say about that. It's probably one of the worst looks I've ever seen, a shot from a rookie quarterback to a head coach. A Hall of Fame potential head coach. A rookie quarterback just put you on display, put you on blast. Looks, it's a bad look for Mike Tomlin, man. It's a bad look.
Yeah, I think, I agree with both guys. It's a terrible look on Tomlin. It's a horrible look on the players. Depending when a rookie come out, your rookie quarterback comes out and says that we're having mental errors. We're unable to clean up those mental errors. We have to study as individuals and as a group. It's a bad look on everyone, a part of this team, coaching staff, players, personnel, everyone, because it's showing that they're not really prepared for the week-to-week basis of the game. And that's a bad look. Because we could talk about a lot of this team. There's a lot going wrong with this team. Bad offensive line. Your running back is playing with an injury. Your receivers are underwhelming. They're not doing well. They don't get open on a one-on-one basis. Then you had Mr. Trubisky in there starting at first, and then took him out to put in Kenny Pickett because Trubisky wasn't doing what he needed to do. So there's a lot of different things that this team is unfortunately faced with. But when a rookie quarterback comes out and calls out everyone as the rookie, that's a crazy look. Like I said, he could get benched again tomorrow, but that doesn't make anything right now. And if anything, if he gets benched the next game, it makes everything worse. That means he's actually right, and y'all upset about that he's right, and it's only gonna make everything 100 times worse. So that's something that it needs to be checked at the door. Hopefully they have a players meeting or a team meeting, whatever, so they get checked out the door. But right now, it's terrible that Kenny Pickett came out and said that. A lot of things need to be said internally. I just feel like him being upset about their play was just, you got to check your emotions. You can't, as a young quarterback, as a young player, or as an NFL player, a vet needs to go up to you and be like, hey, you can't really voice your frustrations like that. You could talk about it amongst us. You can't talk about it to the masses because it makes everyone look bad. So now, instead of it being internal and we fix it, now it's someone playing for their job because you just called out Tomlin as a coach who's not preparing your guys. So once they hear that and once the front office gets wind of that, now they start looking at the time like, all right, how much longer is this going to go on until we fire him? And it's a bad look.
It's unprecedented, bro. It's unprecedented. A rookie quarterback calls out an established head coach. This is not just a rinky-dink head coach. He got a resume, a legitimate resume. A rookie quarterback call you out to me, and
he hasn't started.
Right, because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like it made a lot of your arguments from the past look legit. I'm not even gonna front on you. So I got to give you your props there. It just do. I mean, a rookie quarterback, my dude. A rookie quarterback just said, we don't study here. What? I never heard that before in my life. I never heard that before.
And it's funny because he didn't start. Mitch Trubisky did. So he was noticing that. He was preparing himself while he was on the bench. And he's noticing everything that's happening before he did get the call to start. So it's like, I'm about to talk my stuff because a lot of people has ridiculed my takes over the last couple of months. And the reason why I call myself the Leel Shadamas, I'm not borrowing the name just to make my name look good. It's a fact. I'm projecting into the future. I'm noticing things before people are noticing them. I remember when Cuzzo came on this show after the Super Bowl, and I said to Cuzzo, the NFL was moving like the NBA. Watch. He was like, I don't see all that. Remember, Cuzzo? I told you, like, there's going to be a lot of player movement. It's going to remind me of the NBA. And sure enough, the offseason was one to remember. Everything started moving. So, you know, I've been calling out the Steelers. I've been calling out Mike Tomlin. I have noticed it. I'm like, wait, hold up. You're losing to Blake Bortles in the playoffs. You lost to Tim Tebow in the playoffs. You lost to a coachless Kevin Stefanski team, gave them their first playoff win in over 2 decades. What are we talking about? I always said he was a Hall of Famer. I'm just saying he's not a top 5 nor top 10 coach in the league.
Right now.
That's just what it is.
That's fair. I can't argue that. That's
I
legit.
don't think anybody could argue that. But like we stated, you know, like I just stated, it puts a timer on Mike Tomlin's job. You know, that's really where it's at. It's just like, all right, if the rookie coming out, now the front office got to do a whole investigation. What the hell's going on in the locker room? That guys are not prepared. Because what if people still coming down? Like, all right, what the hell's going on here? Like, wait, like what? Like I said, look, it's a bad look. It's a really bad look.
Yeah, he if he want to stay in the coaching business, I think he needs to leave immediately and try to get himself somewhere in a better situation at this point. So maybe getting fired might be a good look for him. You got Miss right? What did he say? He said he learned more with Andy Reid than he learned at Mike Tomlin
in a couple months in compared to 5 years.
Andy Reid is supposed to be an offensive genius. Mike Tomlin is not that. You know what I mean? Mike Tomlin is more of a defensive guy. I think he was a special team coach, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he's not that. You know what I mean? Clearly. And he needs to get out of there. Honestly, the ship is over.